Winnerbracket quarterfinal. We have our game started. It is an undead mirror. Happy facing LabyRinth. Happy is the champion. Everybody knows him. And now he's facing a new challenger that he hasn't seen too often before, especially not in tournaments. And we pointed this out, like, it's really hard to predict this guy from Korea. Not too many people know a lot about him. As you can see here, they never really played each other before. And LabyRinth is not even part of the ELO ranking because he usually doesn't play tournaments. But okay, the unknown face in the round of 16 W3Champions season finals. Let's see how he does against the Emperor. Another best of 3 starting on Tidehunters.
A town is under siege.
And now I realize that we didn't really discuss who's casting this.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Who wants it?
Like,
Well, I know
I'm doing
Remo's a
it.
big Happy fan.
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, just a moment ago, when Happy was scouting and he killed the critter, you know the sound that makes, Neo, right? It's this weird.
Yeah.
I thought you just opened a bag of chips or something like in the middle of the broadcast.
No, I
Gotta
would.
get those riffle chips in, boys.
Dude, I would never eat during a broadcast, but I'm professional. What are you thinking of me, mate? No. Okay, let's see what we get here in the upper left-hand side in the red. It is Happy, who starts off with the Lich first, which is already different to what we've seen before in the matchup versus human or random in general. But that's a style that he has displayed before in, for example, DreamHacks. But on the other side, LabyRinth, also with the Lich, Remo. What is this, 2006?
Yeah, between these two, we see Lich Ghoul Mirror a bit now and every now and then. It can be very explosive, very painful as well for one player. Normally with Fiends in the late game, but right now we're in the early game. Happy's thought process here is he wants to be safe against the Crypto Expo. And Ted Fiend build is bad against Crypto Expo. So he takes the risk of this build potentially being a bit subpar against a DK standard build because he just wants to be able to have the favorable matchup in case of a Crypt Lord. We don't see that here, but we see the back of the base getting attacked right away. Happy gets level 2 already. He grabbed one camp and then went over for aggression, hunting down now the enemy acolytes. With Nova and Ghouls, those can go down pretty quickly. Of course, LabyRinth doesn't have coils to heal up his workers, but so far not too many acolytes, I think, died. One more falls here, which is number 2 or 3. But Happy also lost quite a few ghouls here in order to do this.
Okay, experience 2.5 for LabyRinth, but the income advantage for Happy is massive. And since he has to rebuild acolytes, that means LabyRinth can't tech because you can only build the acolytes here in the necropolis, and if that necropolis is busy teching, you can't get your acolytes back. But okay, does it now. He even builds a backup acolyte, but in the meantime, Happy is already teching. He's at 1/3. This is going to be quite a lead.
Yeah, and as we could see from the item early in the inventory here with Sacrificial Skull, the plan was to expand. Happy, of course, also saw this Sacrificial Skull, so he knows, all right, your plan is to expand. I'm going back in. Here we go again. And once again, trying to take out these acolytes in the back, but it's dangerous to run into narrow tower range. The slowdown could mean the TP force, but he knows he's the one with the TP. He's the one with the boots. Who's got the next Nova? Happy does eat the ghoul too late. The Lich goes down, and that is the first map over already.
Damn! That was quite exciting, though. This was so close. He just used Dark Ritual to Nova Happy's Lich. But he's just a tiny tad too late.
Did he have the mana for the Nova at the end there, LabyRinth? When he did use that Dark Ritual? I didn't actually get to check what his mana was, but if he had the Nova, that was close then. That was real close, man. I wonder if he maybe used Dark Ritual a little bit earlier and then just Nova'd right away. Probably could have at least forced the TP before the Nova of Happy came off, but yeah, that was just that was close, and that's what undead mirrors can be like sometimes. Lich mirrors, Cryptlord mirrors can be like that. Sometimes even Ted Fiend's DK mirrors can end up like that. Just lots of harass, lots of acolytes going down. But yeah, regardless of that Lich going down or not, Happy was still ahead like 50% tech or close to 40%. So he was definitely in a good spot, regardless of that big Lich kill at the end.
We moved Discord servers for a second to make it easier for Carson so he doesn't disc again. Here we are on US East server. But yeah, that was pretty close. LabyRinth did some good damage on Happy. But yeah, it's so hard to do enough damage against the madman that is Happy. But man, it wasn't like he got super stormed. He got the kills, and if like it came down to that split second, who got the Nova earlier, and then rightfully GGing out, I guess.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't an early GG by any means, especially with that tech advantage on top. Definitely wasn't an early GG, but that's just how it goes. I think Undead Mirror, most of all, is sort of like that. It can end very early. I think Human Mirror at times can be like that too, but definitely, yeah, Lich Mirror. I mean, we saw it in DreamHack as well. Duck vs. Insop. I'm sure you remember that one, Neo. Like, this happens sometimes.
Exactly. 3 minute, 3 second. That was a match during DreamHack. Yep, Undead Mirror. It does happen indeed. We got a couple of new subs here, which of course we want to thank. Thank you, Moisan, 11-month, Loco Mojo, 15-month, Mr. Hot Button. Love you guys. Go X-Lord. He's gonna play tomorrow versus Todd. Sparks Esports Chris with a 10er. Torben Dietrich for the 7-month resub. And Hola Sabi Boy with the 20-month B2W. Hi. Thank you very much, guys. Much love to all of you. And now, Happy finds himself in a normal position where he is one map away without losing a single map away from the winner bracket semifinal. LabyRinth facing the lower bracket. Just one map and he's down. Can he do the impossible and get a map against Happy? That is the question here. And we move on to a map that we usually don't see in tournaments. It's not even in our database for maps, which is a little unfortunate. And Remo, you're the master of maps, and I want to hear all about this.
Hells yeah, map 2 is one of the most promising new maps that we have in War3Champions and the scene. It's called Shallow Grave, made by the map maker Mirel. And as circumstance would have it, Neo, just yesterday, the map makers and DreamHack guys and we had a call about new DreamHack seasons and new maps. And this one might be added. We're not sure yet. In the end, it's the DreamHack admins making the decision, but yeah, this is one of the most promising new maps. It underwent a big change on the latest patch, and I'm looking forward to seeing this.
If you replace Echo Owls, I'm gonna fire you from DreamHack casting. Just saying.
Wow.
You know, it's worth it though. It's worth it. Just saying.
Hope we can keep it for W3Champions. Once again, we got Happy with the lead. Upper left in the red, we got LabyRinth in the bottom right, who opts for a Lich once again. Both with a Lich once again. So, Remo, why do you like this map so much?
Well, first of all, it's visually very pleasing. I think it has a very unique design. It has a bit of cityscape mixed with some foresty areas, and it's a beach side as well. We have some water in the middle, but it's also very well designed. We have a good spread of items. We have, once again, an approachable mercenary camp, which is pretty rare to see nowadays, but it's a well-balanced merc camp, not like Terran or Stand. It's a hard one to creep, but you can creep it if you have to. There's red camps in the corners, and most recently, for example, the middle lab was changed, whereas before the ramp would point towards the outside. Now it points to the inside. I think the biggest problem of the map was that the middle was too empty, and there wasn't much you could do there. But a few camps have been rotated, like the lab camp, also like the green camp, and it just feels nice to play. It has a good flow to it, and it's, I think, not possible yet to say much about balance because we haven't seen the pro players play on it at all yet, but I think it's a very well-made map indeed and could be coming our way for other tournaments as well in the future.
To me, it feels like it's rather big or on the bigger side of maps that we got currently.
Yeah, it's pretty comparable to like Northern Isles in terms of rush distances and also amount of creeps. I think it has perhaps a tiny bit more than Northern Isles, but it's not as rectangular. It's not as diagonal. So red camp to red camp distance is shorter. It's square-shaped, of course. So you can get to anywhere pretty easily from the middle. It's not as easy as AZ, where you're always going to be able to creepjack the opponent all the time, but there's opportunity here to be aggressive, certainly. And Happy is the one to now be aggressive. Both Liches started leveling at the first camp, going for the claws, hopefully. It was ring however, versus Circlet, and Happy gets the first kill, level 2. But already quite a bit of damage on the Lich. That damage matters. Of course, you can't afford to lose the first hero.
Yeah, and again, it was so close. LabyRinth trying to deny that one, to deny also level 3 by Happy. Okay, once again, we're gathering mana for the next Nova. With the critter! That raccoon. Almost securing another one. Okay, no Nova at the moment. 125 mana, that is. Both have Dark Ritual, both can eat their own units, and that is exactly what we see here in LabyRinth. Both with the TP.
Both have to TP out.
Man, this looks like a replay of game 1, where once more it was just a split second.
Yeah, and you know, we oftentimes meme about the Ritual Dagger, but for Lich first, it's actually really good. It's not a lot of healing, but every bit of healing helps.
Yeah.
And when the Lich is low HP after a TP, you need at least a bit of healing. LabyRinth now very boldly still trying to go for the Expo, despite the fact that the Lich is so low and he hasn't started the Ritual Dagger yet. Takes 45 seconds to heal up those 175 HP.
Cue Ride of the Valkyries, Remo. I guess this game might be over in a bit. No TP anymore. Ritual Dagger used now. 160. Is he diving for this Lich? It's nighttime. Not too easy to get vision. Now with the ghouls, of course. Can get surrounded here maybe, but I think this Lich is stuck. No, squeezes through. Might end up in the fangs of the Lich of Happy, but that was a nice save and almost a surround on the other side. Stressful game.
Sick movement by LabyRinth.
Yeah.
He saved the Lich and threatened the surround with the ghouls at the same time. That was really well done, but he exposed his gold mine, and that one was cancelled.
And that Ziggurat as well. So in the end, Happy gets what he came here for. Not a demolishment again, so he doesn't kill everything. Or maybe he does now. Oh no!
Run!
Calculated 5 HP. Easy. Well, would love to have... Okay, he can... summon skeletons now, use the Ritual Dagger, but that might be cancelled. We see a skeleton here, we see a Lich on the left-hand side. Is he reaching? No. Got the boots though. Can he catch up? Oh man, this is so stressful. Sidestep LabyRinth is impossible. Catches the Nova once more, and that's another GG. 12-minute series, and Happy is in the winner bracket semi-final.
There's Lichmere for you. That's how it can go down sometimes, regardless of skill of the players, regardless of, you know, sort of if you're going for that expansion or not. It can sometimes just end like that, but it's always exciting. At least, no matter how short the games are always very exciting with Lichmere. So, you know, happy we got to see at least a little bit of that today.
And we saw a little bit of Shallow Grave. That was quite nice. But yeah, Happy winner bracket semi-final. We see him once more today. But yeah, this might take some time. Because we have to start the second part of the bracket to determine his opponent in the winner bracket semifinal. And that will be either Colorful, 15 Sway, Hawk, or Chemico. Those are the next 4 that we will follow in the upper part of the 16-player double elim bracket.